Hi, my name is Randy Scott, clinical hypnotherapist, Proton Studios. I put a guy named Cody in hypnosis, and now he's getting a painless tattoo. So what's that feel like when you're in hypnosis and getting a tattoo? What's the sensation you can explain?
It just feels like he's pointing down but not piercing the skin.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of pressure, but I can't. You know, I can tell that it's piercing the skin, but it just doesn't really feel as convincing as it normally would. That it's actually going in. It's like a really sharp, almost piercing the skin kind of pressure.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what did it used to be like on a scale of 1 to 10?
Absolutely a 10. It's just terrible.
Now, in hypnosis, getting a tattoo, what's on the scale?
I'd say a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so cutting down about 70% of the pain. Would you highly recommend hypnosis for getting a tattoo?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Even for my benefit, it's nice not having someone squirming around and wanting to stop every 10 minutes.
Could you notice a difference when you were tattooing?
Oh yeah, he doesn't shrug or like.
No twitching?
Yeah, no twitching. His muscles don't tense up.
Yeah, normally when we do this, anything having to do with the center and upper part of my chest, my neck will just tense up for hours, you know, to where I'm in pain afterwards from, you know, overexerting my neck muscles because it hurts so bad.
Because you're fighting all the pain.
Exactly. You just tense up so much, and now it's just I haven't felt my neck tense up once since. Oh, I mean, in the very beginning when things weren't going as well, but you know, now it's fine.
And this is one of those areas where it's definitely one of the worst spots to get a tattoo.
Yeah, but it's just bizarre how much more tolerable it is than, because you know we've done this, like Chris said, 6 or 7 times now, something like that, and every time, you know, it's always just been a really bad experience, you know, very painful, and I don't know, just this time around it's awesome.
What did you say when we first started that you were kind of freaked out about it?
Oh, I was just freaked out about how well it works. As far as I know, obviously I was very skeptical about it. I've never been hypnotized before.
What did you think the state would be like?
Well, I just thought it'd be more like of me falling asleep, kind of, you know, not responsive, you know, out of it kind of feeling. But you know, I'm obviously very aware of whatever's going on around me, and I can talk fine. But at the same time, this isn't hurting me nearly as much as it would if I wasn't hypnotized. My name's Cody Hudson.
Cody Hudson. How old are you?
22.
22. And the tattoo artist?
Chris May.
Chris May. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. How long you been doing tattoos?
10 years.
Okay. You ever seen anything like this before?
Nope. No. I've tattooed many people who can take it.
Yeah.
But I think you know, that's like people have been tattooed a lot, and you kind of develop your own little self-hypnosis. Like I was telling Cody, like, I can relax when I get tattooed.
Yep.
But still, in my head, I'm going, man, this fucking hurts or whatever. Oh, sorry, later.
Like right now, that area that he's working on, like, I can tell that before it would be just the worst part of it all, you know, just upper center of my chest.
Kind of where the bone is.
Yeah, down in these areas not so bad, but like all through the middle and up through the top, like have been.
Because that's why I was kind of skeptical about it. Because we started on the side to where it's, you know, there's no bone directly underneath it. And I was just thinking, you know, that's just an area that doesn't hurt as much. But then you got to the middle and it's still, you know, there's not nearly as much as a painful sensation going on. So. And
I even consciously, like, I started on a spot that I knew didn't hurt so bad, but I'd prematurely jump to another spot that I knew was bad, just to kind of get a feel for what was going on, you know. And there was no difference at all, you know.
His chest hasn't twitched one bit since he's been doing this.
No, not one.
In the worst spot he's had on his chest, and he just got a smile. And it's a what?
It's just a warm, like, tickling sensation.
So you can handle that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
On the worst spot of the whole
worst spot ever.
I'm still not flinching at all, and like it's just not registering with my body. Like
And I'm working a lot of layers here, so he's turning into a hamburger. And normally you'd just be like, oh,
yeah. Normally I'm like just covered in sweat and shaking, tensed up.
And so when you get done with this session, you're going to feel good. You're going to be able to sleep. Matter of fact, you're going to feel better than you felt in a long time after a tattoo. What do you think about that?
It's the most wildest thing I've ever seen.
it's bizarre, isn't it?
It's so strange. I've never seen anything like that.
And you've had your chest tattooed.
And it definitely hurts
What
bad.
it feels
And
like.
Cody, you know, like we were saying earlier, you know, worked on him probably 6 or 7 times on the same tattoo, and none of those things in the past have come back.
You think it's worth $20?
Oh yeah, for anybody who's worried about painful areas, I would definitely suggest hypnotism.
You're going to be able to put yourself in that state anytime you get a tattoo from now on, right?
Yeah.
Because you know how to do
When
it?
you left before, you got started again, and it's just the same. It was obviously self-induced.
Great. Cody, how do you feel when you're getting it right there on your chest, right on your sternum there?
It feels fine.
It's
Feels-
bizarre.
It's just way too bizarre because
When we were doing all the other stuff up to this point, whenever I go to this point, you'd see the veins in his neck, his teeth would be like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing too, is you've been around there.
And like I can work really comfortably because he's not doing that at all, and I'm not feeling bad about doing it to him.
it's on the verge of feeling good though because he suggested it to.
Yeah, you're freshly done with your tattoo. Tell me the experience that you had.
It was just a warm, vibrating pressure the whole time. I mean, at the beginning when I wasn't so into, you know, I was very skeptical and not really, I don't know, I think I was just thinking about it too much to where it hurt a little bit more at the beginning, but then just the more you did, the more it helped me to just ignore the fact what was going on as far as the pain, so.
Good.
I definitely want to try it.
Yeah?
It was very impressive.
Okay.
I'm also impressed.
Very impressed.
Yeah.
Everybody's impressed?
Walked in the middle of it and looked good. He was able to do his thing and Cody didn't do nothing.
We're going to do a rib cage next.
Two of the worst body parts.
Two of the worst body parts.
Get my shark coating on my ribs.
Okay. You just saw Cody get a tattoo under hypnosis. What'd you think?
Amazing. Looked like there was no pain at all. It was pleasure almost, it seemed like.
Okay. When you get that outline done, was that painful?
Oh, yeah.
So now you'll be able to compare the difference?
Yeah.
All right, I just put Josh in hypnosis, and he's about to get his shark filled in. When we first started doing the tattoo, a scale of 1 to 10, what were you feeling?
Probably 8, 7, or 8.
Okay, and then when we started knocking it down, what's it down to now?
Almost nothing at all.
They say the rib cage is
Pressure on the side, that's it.
they say the rib cage is a real hard place for a tattoo. That's where a lot of pain is. What do you feel right now?
Almost no pain at all. Just pressure from my doing.
Just pressure, like he's poking your like he's poking his finger on there. One thing about hypnosis, you won't do anything in hypnosis that you wouldn't normally do. So if your friends tell you to do something, you're only going to hear them. You're only going to listen to me anyway. If I tell you to do something you wouldn't want to do, you wouldn't do it anyway.
I'm shading to where like I'm exhausting the ink in the tube, and usually I kind of let up every once in a while and just give them a little breather.
Yeah.
And I'm just going. I'm not being like nice at all.
So, how much faster do you think you could do a tattoo without them squirming or anything like that?
I bet you could shave off. Yeah, depending on what's going on.
And that would help you.
20% of the time.
Yeah, but that would help you because you could be more precise.
Definitely.
More
like
productive?
His breathing is so relaxed, and usually like with this area, I hate tattooing because you're going up and down with him, but like his breathing is so like controlled.
Cody is tattoo under hypnosis.
It's awesome. I wish I could hypnotize everybody.
There you go.
Just because, you know, being the guy who puts it on, it's like you want people to sit still, and you're constantly like, you gotta sit still. And like,
So
I didn't have to do anything but tattoo them.
So your artwork's going to be better if people just sit
Oh
still.
yeah, oh yeah. Like I look at the flower that I did last time. It's healed up rough because I think I was moving too quick.
Yeah.
Because it was hurting him so bad. It's right in the center.
Well, like,
Yeah.
it feels like
sternum.
cold air on it.
Just like, if you were here, like, you know, last month or whatever, we worked on it. else.
All right.